What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another quick video for you. We've had Frankenstein here in a couple videos so far, but it's come to my attention I never did a build video, so it's just shown up in a few videos, and maybe one or two or zero of you have wondered where it came from. It was a quick, easy build. It literally, I probably could have built it in a day. I spread it out over a couple days because I'm lazy, but it's nothing. There's nothing to it. I wanted to walk through what we did, how we built it, and so you guys can build one at home. And it's simple. I mean, as you can see, mostly a mountain bike. So we'll get into it. We'll show you what it is and how you can make your own ugly, disgusting looking mini bike for home that will probably require you getting a tetanus shot if it scrapes you. All right, let's get into it. Alright, first things first, if anybody's actually watched any of our other videos and noticed the mini chopper build, you'll probably notice that motor looks a little bit familiar. That could be because we stole it from the mini chopper. Actually, yeah, it's because we stole it from the mini chopper. And it works great in this. We wanted something with a little more ground clearance for buzzing around in the backyard. Mini chopper really didn't work for, you know, riding through the grass, obviously. It's only got a couple inches of ground clearance. So we just borrowed it for now until we have somewhere to ride the mini chopper. Alright, next thing, obviously, I mean, anybody that's got a brain in their head can probably tell that's a mountain bike. I had an old Trek mountain bike laying around that was all bent up and smashed. The crank didn't work, things like that. So we just lopped that down tube out of it. Just slapped in, you know, a new vertical tube. Went down to a couple pieces of pipe. They're not bent or anything. I just cut some angles on it. I did not measure them. I just laid it on there, drew it on with a Sharpie, and lopped it off and sanded it till it fit. I mean, I literally just threw this thing together. Same here. We just connected it to the original mountain bike frame, which is right under here. You can't really see because the guard's in the way, but same thing. All the back is all mountain bike. Nothing was changed. I cut the upright tube that normally goes up the back of your mountain bike. I cut that out of there so we could fit the motor. Width, I believe I went 11 inches for the bottom. I mean, it depends what motor you're using, but these Predator motors are pretty wide, especially with that torque converter on there, and with the guard. I mean, without the guard, it's a little thinner, but kids riding this, I'm not gonna, you know, leave the guard off. So that's that. That's just a little 1x box tubing. And the bottom is 3/4 inch pipe all the way across. The foot peg, same thing, just 3/4 inch pipe tacked on there. Now, the wheels are just the Harbor Freight. I think they're like $8 or something like that, or $5. All they are the Harbor Freight little knobby tires that you'd put on like a two-wheeled cart or a dolly for moving appliances around or what have you. Same in the back. The back, I just welded a piece of pipe to it and welded the sprocket to the piece of pipe. It's a 2-inch piece of pipe, so I kind of made my own mounting thing. Downside is, obviously, that's always going to be connected. I can't use that sprocket for anything else, so it doesn't unbolt or anything. Next time I'd make a bolt-on flange so that way I could remove it. The tires are obviously wider than a mountain bike. You know, here's their back setup, and same in the front. The front one's a little bit more narrow, and right now it's slid all the way over, touching the other side because I used threaded rod for an axle, so sometimes it'll walk itself over. But I had to put a piece of pipe on the end of these because these are actually heavier than the rear, and bend them open so that it would actually fit the bigger tire. And in the back, it opened pretty easy once I had the bottom all cut apart and everything. So I did that before I welded anything back together. Seat, obviously mountain bike seat. Handlebars, mountain bike handlebars, which fit your normal Amazon, you know, $10 twist grip pretty easy. The exhaust and everything's the same as a chopper. I just left it, a little custom exhaust made out of some tubing, little chrome tip on there to make it look badass. Backside. In the back there's a spacer on each side because that's an actual solid axle I put in there with round stock that I threaded the ends, and then I put the pipe on there to keep, you know, my tire centered where I wanted it, which is what I have to do up here. I just haven't done it yet. We did throw some stops up in the front for the steering, or else, you know, it would spin all the way around, which we didn't want. As I knock it over. The stops are just so you can't turn too far. Kickstand, same thing, it's the mountain bike kickstand. I just added a little piece of plate underneath it and tacked it on to make it a little thicker so it doesn't sink into the mud and all that when we stop it. But I said short video, there's nothing to this. It's literally a mountain bike with a big ass motor slapped in the middle of it. And it's fast. Okay, that's it. Like I said, it's mostly a mountain bike. So, other than a couple pieces of metal added to the front and the bottom, it's a mountain bike with a motor slapped in the middle of it. The thing I didn't mention is this 1/4-inch plate at the bottom. I probably could have gotten away with just putting a strip across the front and the back just to catch those bolt holes, but it worked. I had it laying around, so it works. So yeah, what I didn't get into is prices. Everybody's got a mountain bike laying around, dirt cheap. If you got an old motor, if not, you can get these motors for $100 at Harbor Freight. Torque converter's $100. If you don't have that much, you can get a centrifugal clutch. You can get those on Amazon for like $50, $35, something like that. Twist grip, that's only I think $11 on Amazon, and that rear sprocket is the same thing. I think I got it for like $13, $14 on Amazon. So it's cheap. Cheapest way I could think of it, if you don't have a bunch of steel laying around and make your own frame and go through all that headache over the time. I did this literally all together, maybe 6 hours of work, 8 hours at the most, to be honest with you. So that's it. I'm going to throw a couple videos right here at the end, probably mini bike videos and something else, I don't know. Click subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share it, do what you got to do. Keep coming back and watching the videos. The more you guys watch these, the more I get to have fun doing this. It pushes me to make more fun videos. So I hope you liked it. I hope it's helpful.